Rich Carbonara here with RNC Insurance. Very much looking forward to the Gobbler season. Please come see us, check on your homeowner, auto, all your insurance needs. Been here for many, many years.
Hey Gobbler fans, I'm Clint Dentler, the owner of Countryside Electric. We are proud sponsors of the All Sports Booster Club. From big to small, we can take care of your residential and commercial needs. Let us give you the quality you deserve. Give us a call at 361-210-8795. Go Mean Green!
Good morning, Cuero Gobbler fans, and welcome to week 1 of Texas high school football, and welcome to the Cuero Gobbler Coaches Show. As usual for many, many years, the Cuero Gobbler Coaches Show is sponsored by Alpha Life Nutrition, specializing in meal replacement shakes and energy teas. Since last year, they've added the Ruby Roost Coffee Company, not only with great coffee, but some really good pizza. Both are located at 106 North Gonzales Street. Stop by or give them a call, 361-935-1703. Alpha Life, the official sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Coaches Show. Be Alpha. Today I'm joined with Cuero Gobbler head football coach Jared Feacock and, of course, my partner in the booth, Alex Webster. Gentlemen, welcome. Here we are, week 1, right?
Week 1, that's right.
Let's go. Like we just said, 15, 16, 18 weeks of this. Let's go.
That's right.
Coach, it's been it's been exactly 9 months since our last game and the regional semifinal. Kind of walk us through what the offseason's been going on and what the Gobblers have been up to, and then we'll get into today's game.
Were you counting?
I did count.
Okay, I was curious.
No, I did count.
I count too, but there's a little bit of times I try to get my brain away from it for a little while. It's hard to do, but
no, Tuesday I counted 9 months.
John Eric's got to count. He makes an X
he
every day.
makes an X every day.
I've a lot of kids, so I know what 9 months is. So, but yeah,
that's good. No, ever since that day, I think in San Marcos when our season came to an end last year, I really think we had a bunch of kids that took a little bit of time away for a minute, and then got to work and decided that they didn't want that feeling again, and so we went hard to work in the off season. This year was our first year to do a boot camp where we kind of tried to work on our discipline and hard work and doing things exactly like it should be done. And we had a phenomenal boot camp coming out of Christmas when we got back, and then had a really good off season. I really thought our summer was big too as well. Had great numbers all summer long. And I think that's a testament to kind of our leadership and our seniors and those guys and them wanting to have a big season. And so, we sit here now, and like I said, 9 months later, and I think we've got a bunch of kids that have grown tremendously, not only physically after getting in the weight room, but maturing and mentally and just, sure desire and want to be the best. And so, I think that's what these kids are about and what they're striving for. Our slogan this year is kind of take aim. We kind of came up with that throughout the course of boot camp. And it's more of like, we talk about when you go out and, a lot of these kids like to deer hunt or dove hunt and things like that. And when you put that scope on your target out there, you're going to get pinpoint. You're going to have to take that breath where you're locked in and you're focused and you've trained and you've done things so that you can get it right where it's supposed to be. And so that's exactly what our kids have done. They've taken aim on a daily process of coming here every single day and focusing on the task at hand and, having some fun in that, growing from mistakes, but doing things like it should be done. We've had a phenomenal 4 weeks of kind of what used to be 2-a-days and 2 scrimmages to lead up to this point, and our kids are hungry. And so I think they're, we're going to go out there and they're going to get after it. I can tell you that for right now.
Yeah, I'm sure they're ready to hit somebody else, not just in the scrimmage setting, too, full out, full speed.
Yep.
And get a little retribution from last year.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
You know, you try not to look at those things, but that always sits in the back of your head. You know what I mean? So you kind of take it as the payback tour is what we kind of like to talk about. It, so.
Coach, on the offensive side of the ball, we have some big names coming back. The Walker Dietzes, the Maries. You know, you can look through a lot of your specialty positions and know some names. Nothing builds more confidence than having 4 or 5 linemen coming back, led by Jaden Winfield. Tell me about those guys.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of those guys. Those guys a lot during the course of this fall camp. But our O-line, again, led by Jaden, who just committed to Midwestern State this past week. So really neat deal for him. But he's kind of the guy. He's been there for 3 years. He's been a 3-year starter for us. And so he leads that bunch. But you throw in a kid like Blaine Zingerle, who had his season cut short last year with a knee injury. And those are 2 big old bookend tackles that I think can really get the job done. Big old kids. And then you've got Tanner Lucas and God Almighty, Jonathan Perez that are 2 guards that have played a ton of downs on varsity too. Jonathan gave us some snaps as a sophomore, 3 years ago, and so those kids are just hard workers. And those 4 seniors are kind of anchoring things and doing a good job. And then we knew we'd had to find one. And we toyed with Zingerle going down to center for a little while just because we weren't sure. But Noah has come in as starting 2 years in sub-varsities as the center and done a tremendous job. He had an outstanding scrimmage last week against Davenport. And he is he's done really, really well. And so, those five guys, and we got some dudes behind them, I think, that, knock on wood, if something was to happen, hopefully nothing does. But we got some guys that can lead in there too. But those are going to be the anchors of our offensive line because we're going to spread the ball around between those guys you talked about, Walker, and some new guys that you've seen in scrimmages. Day, not big in stature, hard to cover. Chris Mathis, big, 6'5". Has really, he played quarterback for us, in the sub-varsity levels the last 2 years. And so he's just now, going to be first-year wide receiver, but man, he's grown tremendously. And so, those are guys that we're going to spread the ball around too. And, I know question mark was running back, but over the course of our scrimmages, we've seen that we've got 4 guys that are capable of carrying the load. In Jordan Mello, Pierce, and Josiah Rodriguez. Those guys are all they've carried the load so far in the scrimmages, and we got some other guys, and so we're looking forward to those guys getting out there and being highly successful, on the offensive side. Very explosive, I think we could be.
Some of those guys we saw last year in the first round of the playoffs that got some playing time, and you're right, Josiah Rodriguez ran hard. Pierce Denson ran hard, and obviously Chris Mathis, he was playing quarterback last year, but he looked good too.
Yeah.
So
those kids were hungry during that game. They didn't want to quit.
No.
They didn't want to quit.
When we felt like they got their chance to shine a little bit on Friday night and got an opportunity.
Yeah, so. Well, good deal. Defensively, the Gobblers may look a little different to the public eye, right? Bring in our new defensive coordinator, Coach McCombs, and brings a new style, but just talking to him a few times, still hard-nosed, smash-mouth football for that guy.
Yep.
What should we expect as a normal fan of the Gobblers to see on the defensive side?
Yeah, defense, I think, to me, defense, you win it in the trenches. You got to run to the ball and you got to tackle, right? And I don't care what style you play, 4-2-3, 4-3-3. Some people play a 10-1, 5-2, 4, whatever it is. The scheme has got to be, I got to be where I'm supposed to be. I've got to go 100 miles an hour, and when it's my chance to tackle, I got to make sure that I tackle. And then if I'm the one that's holding them up, I've got 10 other green helmets flying to the football. And that's what you're going to see out of this bunch, I think, and no matter what Coach McCombs has been preaching throughout the course of this 4-week span here is just high energy flying to the football. I tell them all the time, I've been offense for most of my career, but there's nothing more fun to watch than a suffocating defense that you just see guys flying to the football, nobody watching, nobody. It reminds me, I always picture Ray Lewis when I was a kid, and that dude just had juice, all the time.
Yeah.
And it was fun to watch him play. But those old school defenses, are fun to watch, where you're just flying to the ball, and that's what you're going to see. I think our kids, they've got some experience now, but we've got a little bit of senior leadership in the right spots. Our safety will be a senior in Aiden Strecker. He flies to the ball. Aiden Stafford's going to anchor our D line, but he's going to do it with a couple young guys beside him. But his motor runs hot all the time. And as we get our secondary a little healthier, you're going to see some more seniors come on, and Josiah Taylor, who's been a starter for us, and so we've got some guys that can get it, and then our young bucks are coming along. They're physical. They like to run to the ball. If you watched them on JV at all last year, they were running the ball a ton. Dom Perez is going to anchor that middle linebacker position, and he's fun to watch because he's not huge, but he's big and in stature and stocky and things like that. He's very muscular, and he can break through those blocks and get to the ball well. So looking forward to these guys being just, I don't know, I like to think of a hornet's nest. Just one hits them, and then here comes the rest of them. If you ever get caught in one, you're in trouble.
That's bad news, that's for sure.
That's what I'm hoping, and that's what we've been preaching. I think that's what you're going to see out of these dudes.
Better have an EpiPen.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Anything on you good, Alex?
Yeah, we
Any
talked
questions?
a little bit about, just before we went on, about what your excitement was with this group. There's always something different.
Yeah.
Every time you get a different group of young men and whatnot. And tell us a little more about that. What's your excitement with this group?
It's been fun watching these seniors, kind of take ownership and leadership in some of this stuff, and not that, again, we've got 4 sophomores, up, which is probably, since I've been here, the least amount we've had, which is a good thing. So we've got a good mix of juniors and seniors, and a lot of the juniors, were JV. We're on that 9-0 JV last year. Good group of kids that are coming up, and we have high expectations for. And our seniors have done a really good job in starting to mold those guys and keep them going. And when things, you want players to handle situations. The coach, you don't want them always have to handle when adversity hits, and that's what these guys have done. And they're taking ownership in it, and I think that's going to be big. They realize that where we want to be and what we want to do, and their goal is the same as any other team that's ever put on the sea, and that's to be playing December football in the last game of the season. And so they've gone to work, and now it's time to put it on. But I like the energy that our young kids bring to the table, because they're fun to be around. They're jokesters at times, which you have to have in a long, hopefully 16-week season. But our seniors have done a good job of keeping them serious when needed to, but joking around with them as times too. So it's a fun bunch, and I'm looking forward to getting them out there on Friday night. Tonight and watching them get after it.
I think we are too.
Me too. It's been 9 months. I counted
9 months.
So tonight, Coach, we head northeast to the reigning 3A Division I state champions, Columbus Cardinals.
Yep.
Yes, they lost a lot of talented Division I players, but they're still a fast, complete team.
Yep.
What should we expect to see from them and the Gobblers tonight?
Yeah.
Just watching a little bit, we talked about it. They have a lot of pulling guards.
Yep.
They do a lot of maybe a 4-3 defense, if I'm right. But go ahead.
Yeah, they're going to be 4 down. What you're going to defensively, they're going to be the same as what they were last year. They lost 3 really good players though, in 2 Division I. Defensive lineman and 1 defensive linebacker, but they got a lot coming back on that side of the ball. Their linebackers are really good. They run to the ball really, really well. They're in their spots. They don't make mistakes in the fact that they don't do things they're not supposed to do. So we're gonna have to take advantage of some things that we think we can. That they're if they have a ton of strengths. If they have a major strength, which I think is their offensive line. They lost 1 senior off of it last year, and the rest of that, they're all back. They got 4 juniors and a sophomore, and they're big. The Hemphill Woods kid, he's got some Power 5 offers already, and he's as good an offensive lineman as we're going to face all year long. And so we're going to have to be very sound up front. I think you're going to, see them run the ball. They got 2 good running backs. One of them's a returner. They lost one of them, but the backup from last year is back, and He's a really good player as well. I think, again, they've been playing 2 kids at quarterback from what I've been seeing, and so who we'll see tonight, I don't know. I know the Schobel kid is one. He's a left-hander. Not going to be a little different than the one last year. He throws it really well, but he runs it really well too. But then they got the other one. He's a sophomore. He's been playing a little bit too. Number 16, the Reagan's kid, and he was a talented freshman last year. And so they're explosive. They're number one in the state again to open up the season for a reason, And so Coach Schobel and those guys do a really good job over there. And I know their expectations are to do what they did last year, but our expectations are to do exactly that as well. And so it's going to be a fun little bout. It's a great test. It's a great test to open up with.
Yeah.
Our preseason it's no slouch, and it's a good one to open up with, get us prepared. You talk to Walker, and I listened to a couple of their interviews, but Walker talks about it. If we want to play in high-level games in late in the season in December, opening up and playing these types of games are ones that are going to get us prepared for that. So, our goal obviously is to come away with the win, but, to play a solid football game. In games like this, when you got 2 really talented teams, it's going to come down usually to mistakes. And, we need to limit our mistakes and execute and get 11 hats of the football and tackle.
Good deal. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks.
As we traveled, and safe travels. Talk about any more questions you have for tonight's game or anything. I was going to move on to.
I think let's talk about some of the other sports.
Yeah, well, that, and I'm going to keep it with underclass football. Freshmen and JV both took care of business. If I'm calculating it right, 84-12. If you put them together.
Yeah, they did.
But it sounds like a.
Freshman class is fun to watch. I'm gonna tell you, they got some dudes that look for contact. And those guys are fun to coach when they're going to look for contact. But there's a ton of talented kids in that bunch. Some familiar names that you've heard before, and some kids that are going to grow into really good players. And then our JV bunch, and we've got 4 really talented sophomores up right now. That a lot of times you want them on the JV, but. Man, they got after it. There's a ton of talent on that bunch, too. They run to the ball. There's not a bunch of them. I think we got about 5 or 6 O-linemen, D-linemen on those. So those guys play every down of football, and they got after them last night. They really did. It was fun to watch. We were hitting them. It was good football.
Yeah. No, I can't wait I keep hearing the freshman team, and, of course, you see social media and the Bacon kid, had a stellar catch, and he's one of the ones that I'm kind of looking forward to here in the future. So, but yeah, going on to other sports, we kind of both messaged with Coach Flores. They're down in Port Isabel right now in their tournament. I think they went 3-0 yesterday.
3-0 last night is what she told us. I think now they sit at 14-11 on the years. And they're a young bunch. So playing, we sat here and we talked about, man, they've already played 25 games and we're not even out of August yet. We're 1 month in, but I think with who we have and looking at the girls that are playing, it's a ton of. I think there's 2 seniors and the rest are sophomore and freshmen. And so, the key is at the end of September playing their best volleyball when we start district. And these games are going to do that. But I know talking to Coach Flores, going 3-0 yesterday, that was a big deal. And so they'll be in the elite bracket is what she told me. But, the girls are having a fun time. A lot of team bonding down there. Those overnight trips like that can be fun when you just kind of get to spend time with your teammates outside of the Cuero in school, and just get hours with them. And I know she sent me a picture of them. It looked like they were on the beach or, walking in the sand or something. So it's a fun little time for them girls, and I know they're enjoying it.
Experience for young women.
Yeah. It's, those are memories as a high school kid that you talk about for a long time.
I guess they're not going to Orlando this year.
No, they're not. Yep, they did last year. This year, this is kind of the tournament.
Port Isabel,
Orlando.
Similar but different.
On things different. Mickey Mouse in down there.
Well, there's probably a version. So, Coach, you mentioned a while ago before we started, bunch of kids going to be running around my golf course this week. Don't take aim at the kids.
Don't take aim with your balls at the kids. Hopefully there's no Pro V1s or restrictions or whatever you hit flying towards the kids. We got 500 kids coming to Cuero tomorrow. to run in the for. I don't know if it's the first. I don't know. To me, I know we haven't hosted many.
First in a while.
First in a long time, if it hasn't
while.
been. So the Cuero Invitational's back. And, I know Coach Vanderstucken and Coach Miller are fired up. It's going to be a ton of kids in the park tomorrow. There'll be buses all over the place, which isn't normal. But I know they run around the lake and they do. There's a path out there. So if you don't have anything to do in the morning, you can drive up there, walk out there, golf cart out there is what you're telling me you might do.
I'm definitely not going to walk. That's for sure.
And so, it's neat to watch. And so there's going to be a lot going on tomorrow morning. I think it starts at 7 a.m. So you're going to have to get out of bed, though, too, John Eric, to go see him.
You want to really feel unfit is go eat some breakfast taco and then go watch cross country.
Or take your breakfast tacos and eat them on your golf cart while they're rolling.
That's not a bad idea. Cook some bacon.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go. That's not a bad idea.
That's funny.
So, anything else we need to touch on,
no,
Coach?
I don't think so. You talked about your timer, and I tease you, but I'm looking at mine right here, and it says 9 hours until Columbus. So I set mine a long time ago, man, and I had days and hours on mine. So
yeah,
we're 9 hours. Well, 9 hours 5 minutes to kick off. So
that's great.
Kind of where we're at.
Yeah. What's up with the 7:30 kick? I noticed that this is like our only one.
Yeah, they in Columbus,
their deal.
You know, and so they play. It's interesting because all their district games are 7, but they have 2 home games that are 7:30. The rest of them are 7 o'clock, and so for a while 7:30 was kind of normal kickoff. A lot of people have gone to 7 o'clock, just to kind of it not to be that late at nights when we're traveling and things like that, and so. This is our only 7:30 kick throughout the course of the year. Every one of them from here on out should be 7 o'clock. So,
and I know if you're probably listening to this, you're hopefully on the road to Columbus. Hour and a half drive. It's not very far.
Nope.
Let's fill those stands
That's
up.
right.
And especially when we have home games, let's fill those stands up and make sure you're in there hooping and hollering. That's for sure. So.
Yeah, and I love this show, and I love that we live stream. But I'm telling you right now, there's the kids love when people are in the seats, and that's what it's 100%. About. And there's a different feeling, especially at home, when a kid comes off the field and makes an unbelievable play, and the crowd's going wild, and they can see those things. And I know there's circumstances that keep us from coming because we got to watch it at home. But if you can get to the games, it's about these 16 to 18, some of them 14 to 18-year-old kids that represent the C and are proud to do it, and hopefully we can fill up all those seats and do what we need to do. I know the way of the world's going to streaming and all those things, but this place has always been different and uncommon, and we try to hopefully we can keep on doing those things.
That's right, Coach. Take aim.
That's right.
Hey. Thanks again, Coach, for joining us. As usual, the Cuero Gobbler Coach Show is sponsored by Alpha Life Nutrition, specializing in meal replacement shakes and energy teas. Go try the Ruby Roost Cafe and their pizza as well, located at 106 North Gonzales Street, or give them a call at 361-935-1703. Alpha Life, the official sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Coach Show. Good luck, Coach.
Go Mean Green.
Hey Gobbler fans, I'm Clint Dentler, the owner of Countryside Electric. We are proud sponsors of the All Sports Booster Club. From big to small, we can take care of your residential and commercial needs. Let us give you the quality you deserve. Give us a call at 361-210-8795. Go Mean Green.
Rich Carbonara here with RNC Insurance. Very much looking forward to the Gobbler season. Please come see us, check on your homeowner, auto, all your insurance needs. Been here for many, many years.
At Dunn Services Incorporated, we are your one-stop for all your residential and commercial civil site work. From private roads, custom entrances, lakes, stock tank relining, brush removal, complete concrete structures, pipes, culverts, and dirt work. We offer custom welding fabrication, as well as all types of aggregates including pea gravel, 1 to 2 inch rock, bull rock, pit run gravel, screen road gravel, screen gravel, and sand. Call us for all your needs in construction. We are veteran-owned business serving DeWitt County and surrounding areas.
This is Clay Pullen, the voice of the Gobblers. For all your oil field or construction needs, call Energy Waste at 361-275-2220 for the best deal around.
So, of course, everyone, if you are just hearing us, it's all audio tonight. The Columbus Cardinals does not allow visual, but as we speak, your 2025 Cuero Gobblers run out onto the middle of the field. Cuero Gobblers led by a couple of senior names that we have heard for 2 or 3 years now. Josiah Taylor, Aiden Strecker, Jackson Marie,
Walker Dietz,
he's a big one. Yeah.
Bradley Hill, Luke
There'll
Ruiz.
be some new names that you hear. Yeah, Aiden Stafford. Some other names that you might hear: Josiah Rodriguez and Caden Johnson, a sophomore. Jake Jansen, another sophomore receiver that's looking to get some good opportunity this year, and they'll keep on growing. We are going to pause for a second as we give our Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem.
God our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Today we honor you, O Lord, and ask you to rain down your blessings on our great nation. We ask you to blanket our troops and civilians where they may be from selfless acts of violence. We ask that you grant us all athletes, coaches, band, cheerleaders, dancers, officials, and spectators strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you would provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. And now the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, John, here we go. What started out as a sultry hot evening turned into not so sultry hot.
No, it's not too bad. We're just stuck behind this building. If you look at these flags right now, they're kind of flying straight out. Maybe we need to move over about 5 feet.
Get us a little breeze.
Get a little breeze.
It could have been a lot worse. It was 105 in the truck we were driving up here.
Yeah, it sure was.
It's got to be a comfortable at least 96.
Yeah, and that what kind of truck is that you drive?
That's a Ford F-150. Ford F-150 from Weber Motor Company.
Yeah, bought right directly from John Eric Rodriguez. The captains tonight for the Cuero Gobblers will be number 12, Walker Dietz, number 6, Jackson Marie, number 77, Jaden Winfield, and number 24, Aiden Stafford.
Number 3, Brody McLaurin, number 10, Brian Salazar, number 13, Rylan Carruthers.
As we mentioned, this is a matchup of last year, a rematch from last year. Columbus came to town. Not quite the outcome that the Gobblers wanted, and I know they're probably seeking a little payback.
A little revenge, sure.
Yeah, a little revenge.
Yeah, especially after a team that went on to run the table, and I don't think they took a loss all season.
No.
But and just looked solid as heck. You know, one thing I will like to say though is it's very unfortunate that Columbus's stud receiver, number 11, Braylon Fisher, he's only a junior, but has multiple Division I offers, broke his leg. First scrimmage, I think the first or second play of the game. So it's looking like Cuero won the toss and will receive. And here we go. Year 2025, season number 4 under head coach Jared Feacock, and we are ready to kick off. Good crowd for the Cuero Gobblers as they fill up the visitor side, pretty dang close.
Gobblers always known to travel well.
After they can only listen to us and not watch this game, they might travel a little bit better.
That's right, show up.
Back deep is Walker Dietz and number 14, Day Bonner.
Gobblers going to receive on the north end of the field, going north to south.
Kicking off for Columbus will be number 4, Jesus Mendoza. And here we go. The season is on the way. A nice kick towards the near side. Dietz will catch it about the 18-yard line. He makes 1 or 2 guys misses and eventually gets tackled at the 27-yard line, which will bring out the Cuero Gobbler offense, led by 4 returning starters on the offensive lineman, led by number 6, Jackson Marie, led by number 12, Walker Dietz. This offense should be high-flying, high-powered. The big question mark was in the backfield, but starting tonight for the running back is Melo Perez. Number 11's on the near side. That's Chris Mathis. We run trips on the far side. Melo's in the backfield with Jackson. Jackson drops back, looking to set up the screen. Winfield has a good block for him, and it was a good 5 to 6 yard gain on first down.
That good quick catch by Perez. That's going to go down for a solid 7 yards.
And first play of the game, Winfield is a little slow to get off the field. The referees call a quick timeout. Check out Winfield. Winfield was that lead blocker after he set up the screen. And
while the officials take a quick timeout, let's go ahead and thank our kickoff sponsor, Weber Motor Company and John Eric Rodriguez, I think.
Is it?
It is.
I don't quite remember which one we did.
Yeah, Cuero Gobblers starting a brand new season. We're proud to have John Eric Rodriguez with Weber Motor Company as our kickoff sponsor. Whether you're hunting for a rugged off-road vehicle or the perfect SUV for your family, John Eric is your go-to guy for finding your perfect ride. Want the inside scoop on the latest arrivals, trade-ins? Follow John Eric Rodriguez and Weber Motor Company on Facebook to see what's on the lot and snag your dream vehicle before it's gone. I know that Facebook works. My wife's always talking about it. She sees those vehicles on there.
Oh, Facebook sells. Sometimes better than I do, for sure. So Winfield's still down. It looks like they're kind of stretching out his ankle. Might have got rolled up on.
It's always the tough part. First couple games of the season, you're still getting into shape. You're still getting used to going full speed. It's hot.
Coach Fikach and he is rocking very tender on that right foot. In fact, he has no pressure on it. That's a big blow for the Cuero Gobblers. Jaden Winfield just signed a letter of intent this week with, I knew I was going to forget Midwestern State, and I'm probably 100% wrong, but either way, he signed to play next level football. And now he's walking off the field very gingerly on that right foot.
Never want to see that from a parent, from a young man. We wish him the best, speedy recovery. Hopefully nothing serious.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, I have to tell you something.
So that first play got 7 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. 11:40 left in the first quarter. I know we just started. We're trying to do this audio-only deal, so I'm going to try to keep y'all up to date as much as possible. I know if I don't, somebody will text me. So Gobblers come out next with twins on the far side. Marie drops back, looks quick for Dietz. Dietz is able to get the first down in about 2 more yards. It's going to bring a 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted on the 42-yard line.
Good pitching catch for Walker Dietz. I think we're going to see more of that throughout the season.
Yeah, for sure. Quick no-huddle offense. Now they're going to spread out to twins on each side. Marie drops back, rolls out to the near sides, looking, finds number 11, Chris Mathis. He's able to catch it with his hands and earn 6 or 7 yards, bring up a short 2nd.
Again, to give them 7 on that's going to bring it up to 49-yard line, 2nd down.
We got trips on the far side. That includes 24, Aiden Stafford. empty backfield, drops back, gets it back to Mathis again on a quick in route, and he's able to get the first down.
Into Columbus territory.
The old 5 yards in a cloud of dust right now is 5 yard outs in a cloud of dust. Quick tempo again, bring up a 1st and 10. Gobblers on the 46-yard line. Jackson drops back, looking. He's going to drop it out to the side to Day Bonner. Day is wrapped up in the backfield. He's not able to get to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 2nd 11. Well, they do give
They're going to give him a loss of 1.
2nd 10.
Beg your pardon, no loss on the play. 2nd and 10, you're right, John Eric.
10 minutes left in the first quarter. Gobblers marching. This is about their 6th play of the game, yes. Jackson fakes the handoff, keeps it, and is stood up at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't sure if Mello was going to take it or if he was going to keep it, but he ended up keeping it. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 10.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Gobblers.
Again, Cuero Gobblers right now, ball on the 46-yard line.
Clock running 9:30.
Got trips to the far side. Single receiver on the near side. In the backfield is junior running back Pierce Denson. To the near side, we have number 11, Chris Mathis. Jackson drops back, looking a little deep, finds number 14 over the middle. Day Bonner is able to catch a big gain, and that was a nice throw and catch. Day ran a little 10 to 15-yard corner route and brings up a 1st down for the Cuero Gobblers inside the red zone for the first time this season. 1st and 10, marked on the 19-yard line, trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Jackson looks, finds Walker. Walker's looking for a block. Gets 1 or 2 yards before he gets pushed out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Huge 3rd and long play from Day there.
You know, and I've noticed how confident Jackson Marie looked in his pocket. Your best lineman just got knocked out of the game, and you still stood in there firmly. That comes with the depth that we talked about with Coach Vikoch.
Absolutely.
Twins to the near side. He hands off to number 21, Pierce Denson, right up the middle as he hits the hole pretty hard. It's going to bring up a 3rd, about halfway.
Number 21, Denson on the carry. He's been stopped by number 55.
8:15 left in the first quarter. 3rd down, and it looks about 5 to go. Cuero's in the red zone. We're on the 13-yard line. Twins set up to the near side, Dietz to the far side. Melo Perez in the backfield. Marie takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Perez, finds Dietz, looks for the end zone. Touchdown, Gobblers. That's 6 for 12. Touchdown, Gobblers.
Great little play action pass, fakes it, drops back and finds Dietz right across the middle of the field. And then Dietz catches it on about the 2-yard line, powers through, puts it in the end zone for 6. 7:51 left.
Alex, did you hear my slogan? That was my slogan this year. That's 6 for 12.
6 for 12. I like it.
Yeah. I talked to Walker a little bit this week and I was telling him that was my slogan. He said he liked it, so I went with it. Kick is up and good. Kicker this year will be...
I think he might be shooting for like 36 for 12.
Number
kicks
80,
up and kicks good.
Angel Hernandez, a sophomore kicker. He came in at the end of last year and talking to Coach Vikoch, the kid has only worked harder, worked all summer and has gotten a stronger leg. So that's good to see, and we have 3 more years with Angel Hernandez, which is good.
That was a good 73-yard drive for the Gobblers. 7:51 left. Your Cuero Gobblers up 7-0. Let's go ahead and thank our touchdown sponsor, Lance Tire Services, your local tire and automotive repair experts right here in Cuero. Whether you need new tires, a quick checkup, or expert auto repair, the team at Lance Tire Service delivers professional service, honest advice to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Choose Lance Tire Services, a trusted name in Cuero.
Back deep for Cardinals is Brendan Hicks, is number 21. Also Devin Opperman. What you should expect to see from Columbus is a lot of running. They have a really good offensive line made of mostly juniors and a sophomore, maybe one senior, but they're a young line. But a lot of these guys played on that state championship team last year.
They're going to be anchored by Jack Schobel, number 2, behind center.
Nice kick by Hernandez, received at the 5-yard line by number 21, Opperman, and he's eventually tackled. Nice hit by Aiden Strecker, third-year senior on the varsity level, and he loves to lay the wood.
I enjoy watching Aiden. That is a kid. He was willing to step up, not afraid to bust into a hole and put some hurt on some kids. He wants to be physical.
So we know that you can't see it from home, but this year we have a new defensive coordinator. Coach Corey McComb moved in, and he brought a new scheme, but like I said earlier, he still likes to play a real fast, smash mouth football. Everyone gets to the ball, 11 hats on the ball. We have 3 down linemen. They start with 3 people in the backfield, quarterback keeper to the far side, and he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to stumble for about 2 or 3 more yards.
Number 17.
Tackled by number 17, Strand got in. Bring up a 2nd and 5.
Bring up 2nd and 5.
It's always the hardest part about going year to year is learning the names with the numbers. You know,
Absolutely.
They don't really give us a roster until about 5 minutes before this game. So quarterback in the shotgun formation, twins to the far side. He's going to hand it off. Running back's looking for a hold to the near side, and he gets tackled very quickly by
He's met by a couple of Gobblers.
7. Melo Perez came up from the safety position and just laid the hat there.
They're going to give him 2 yards on that play.
Bring up a 3rd and 2. So Gobblers have Columbus in their first 3rd down and their first possession. This would be a huge stop for the Cuero Gobblers if we can get them in and out and maybe flip the field on them. The defensive line held down by Aiden Stafford and crew. And
looks like we got a false start.
First flag of the season is not going to go on us. It'll be a false start on the Columbus Cardinals.
That's going to push them back to the 28-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and long.
Bring up 3rd and 8.
They're a little nervous with number 26, Caden Johnson, who's just a beast of a sophomore playing on this near side end. We saw him a little bit last year as a freshman, but talking to Coach Feacock, kid has worked hard all summer long, and he is chomping at the bit.
Max Preps has him listed at 200 pounds. They might be a little shy.
A little shy there. Quarterback rolls out, is looking, and hit at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by number 40, Javon Trevino, who we've been talking about a lot this offseason. Not huge in stature, but just a bulldog in there.
Hey, and that was exactly what Coach Feacock talked about in the coaches show. You had 11 guys run into that tackle.
Back deep for the Gobblers is Day Bonner. Columbus sets up for punt. They have 3 backers, so you just never know what you can do in some kind of formation like that. Single man back is Day Bonner. Snap, good. Punt is off. Day-Day's tracking it. It bounces at the 40-yard line. He's able to catch it at the 35. Makes a couple of guys miss before he gets pushed out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out at the 41-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Cuero Gobbler offense.
That's what you like to see from a first drive and first defensive stand.
I tell you what, yeah.
First and 10 Gobblers.
So the Cuero Gobbler offense is back in. Trips to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. Marie in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Pierce Denson. Pierce is looking for a hole. And he has stood up after about 2 or 3 yards.
21 Denson on the carry. And 3.
They're going to give them 3 on that, bring up 2nd and 7.
5:15. Oh, there we go.
5 minutes, 12 seconds
Both
left.
are going to try to remember to do the clock, but yeah, about 5 minutes left in this first quarter as we have trips to the near side. Walker Dietz alone on the far side. Marie drops back, looking at his third option, and is eventually going to get sacked in the backfield. His coverage broke down a little bit. Number 17, Ty Wiggs, is able to get to the quarterback.
He was trying to roll out of that pocket, but it just started collapsing all around him there. But they're going to mark that one all the way back to the 36-yard line.
Yep, it's going to bring up a third and very long for the Cuero Gobblers, about 17 yards. So 3rd and 17. See what Coach Vikoch has chalked up as he goes empty backfield. Trips to the near side. That includes Pierce Denson as well as Day Bonner. To the far side, you got Walker Dietz. Jackson drops back, immediately has to take off running. Makes a couple of guys miss, but is eventually tackled on the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a long 4th down. It looked like there was some miscommunication through that whole process of that play.
That'll bring out the punt team.
Yeah, Marie was having to tell some of the receivers where to go and just had a snapping because the play clock running down. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for Cuero. Looks like Marie will be punting this year as well, so that could always be a trick play as well. Snap, it's good. Marie gets the ball off. It's kind of tipped.
Gonna go out of bounds.
The ball goes out at the 45-yard line, Cuero's 45-yard line. So that punt was about 5 yards. And that'll be a turnover for the Cuero Gobblers and 1st and 10 for the Cardinals offense. Columbus comes out with 2 receivers to the far side, single running back. Number 14 in motion, Cooper Osborne. It's a pitch out to the running back, number 6, Doc Cantu. Doc
got a couple blockers.
Doc fired a few blockers and is able to get a 1st down.
Hayden Strucker on the tackle, but we do have a flag on the field.
Do have a flag on the field.
We got a holding call on offense.
They call it on number 55 of the lineman that was pulling actually. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which would be a 1st down from there.
That'll negate a big play.
So that'll eventually mark them down on the 43-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side. Single running back, Doc Cantu. Man in motion. Quarterback hands it off, looking up the middle. He makes a couple of guys miss. Eventually stopped by Pierce Denson, but not before he gains about 8 or 9 yards. And looks like they're going to give him the 1st down.
That Doc Cantu was the one on the carry there, and he slipped through a couple of tackles.
Some more names for the Cuero Gobblers of the down lineman. TJ Seals is playing that nose guard position. Quarterback drops back, fakes the receive. He's looking deep, looking over across the middle, and just overthrows his receiver. Schobel is not the same Schobel of last year, but
He can certainly throw very well. He's a left-handed quarterback that's a junior this year.
He had the distance on the throw, just a little ahead of his receiver.
Put a little bit of air underneath it, and that's probably 6.
Yep.
But his losses are gain.
Absolutely. I'll bring up second and 10. Cardinals on the Cuero 36-yard line.
Shobles takes a snap, passes it off to his running back, and he eventually gets pushed out at the 26-yard line.
Tackled by Isaac Ward, number 4.
9-yard gain, tackled by number 4. Ward is on the stop of the Gobblers. Going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Isaac used that sideline that can never miss a tackle.
That's true.
Best tackler on the field.
1:45 left in the first quarter. Cuero still leads 7-0. Shoble under center now. 2 running backs. He's going to hand it off in the power I formation. And that is a good tackle by Strecker. He is able to gain the first down, but Strecker is able to stop him before he gained too many yards.
And that's a mighty Cardinal.
He made it through them down linemen, and Aiden said, hello, welcome to the backfield.
It is 1st and 10, ball's marked on the 23-yard line. Shoble takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle, is looking for some blockers, able to get some. He makes a couple of guys miss, and he might get another first down there for the Columbus Cardinals.
They're going to mark him just short. And after they think about it, they're going to go ahead and give him the first down.
I think it's going to be 2nd and 1, 2nd and half. Oh, no, they're moving the change. You're right. As the clock continues to click, it got 35 seconds. Man in motion, Shoble underneath. 2 receivers in the backfield. Shoble fakes it. Denson's in the backfield very quickly, just misses him. Shoble was able to escape and able to gain about 5 or 6 yards. Denson almost had them for about a 5 or 6 yard loss, but Shoble shook him off and was able to get a positive gain out of that.
I think that's going to do it for the first quarter. Let's go ahead and thank our first quarter sponsor, RNC Insurance, your trusted partner for all personal and commercial insurance needs, from auto and home coverage to farm and ranch and employee benefits. RNC Insurance has you covered. Visit rncins.com today for a quick quote and start saving. So Gobbler's going to flip the field here.
They have crop charm, blankets, and t-shirts. A little early for the blanket, but you know, might have the AC blowing at the house. So don't get a blanket or some crop charm or a t-shirt. Also, the fan boosters are also down there selling items.
Well, it turned out to be a very pleasant afternoon here in Columbus, Texas. As we were driving up here, we just kept checking the weather, and it looked very stormy, very lightning. We even talked about how there could be a delay, and that's way past my bedtime, so I'm not sure how they would have listened to the game.
This turned out to be a perfect night for football. I mean, what was it, 105, 106, and we were up here and just thinking, man, this is going to be a little hot. I don't do well hot. How about you?
No. Both of us have those inside jobs. That's our problem.
That is the problem.
So, quarter number 2 brings Columbus Cardinals up 2nd down and 5. They are knocking on the door as we start the second.
Cardinals on about their 6-yard line.
2 men in the backfield, man in motion. Schobel takes a snap, hands it off straight up the middle, and he finds another touchdown Columbus Cardinals. Number 10, Brian Salazar. We talked about that offensive lineman of the Columbus Cardinals, really of both teams. Both teams are really showing their strengths and just being able to pound it right up the middle. Us were running it and throwing it with our strengths, but Columbus was able to get a quick strike there. 11:56 left in the second quarter. Snap, kick is up and good. That'll bring the game 7-7 here in Columbus.
11:56 in the start of the second quarter.
Knotted up at 7 apiece. 11:56 left in the half.
Do a commercial. Quick shout outs as we move forward into the second quarter. A couple of quick shout outs here as we start the second quarter as well. The legend of the game, 44 in a row. Lori Spears listening back home with Johnny and Brady, Lenny, Pops. Gabe and Kaylee and Maddie also. Hope 44 in a row is able to hear. A good kickoff there is received by the Cuero Gobblers on the 4-yard line.
They're going to do a handoff to the back.
Dietz. Dietz
got some room.
He's got some room. He's on the 30, 35, and eventually pushed out on the 40-yard line.
Good return for the Gobblers there.
Especially since they little ran a reverse inside the 5-yard line. You know, those things kind of take some time to set up. So does your blocking. So you got to kind of be patient, which Walker Dietz was very patient there, and he's able to get about a 40-yard gain or kickoff return.
They're going to go ahead and mark that at the 41-yard. 11:45 left in the first half.
So first and 10 for the Cuero Gobbler offense, back on out there on the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up twin receivers each side. Bello in the backfield, and Marie is going to be sacked. He's looking on the far side, not able to find anything.
They had just nowhere to go, and they were coming through.
And we got Cuero Gobblers got another offensive lineman down. Looks like to be number 50, Blaine Zingerly, who has had probably the worst injury career, unfortunately, for the kid. This is the second year in a row that he's been hurt.
While we take an injury timeout, let's go ahead and thank another one of our sponsors. Our second quarter, sponsored by Cuero Regional Hospital. Your hometown hospital, here for you and your family. From everyday care to life's biggest health needs, Cuero Regional is committed to keeping our community healthy, close to home. Think local, choose local. Cuero Regional Hospital, caring for Cuero.
On that previous play, it was a loss of 7 as Marie was sacked. And on that sack was some brotherly love. Number 9, Brody Drive, and 19, Cole Drive.
So as we just heard, that'll bring up a 7-yard loss, push the Gobblers back to the 34-yard line, second down and about 19.
Marie in the backfield, drops back, he's going on the far side, he's looking. Mathis is able to come back and grab the catch. And that's going to be a short gain. It's going to be a third down and long.
Third down and about 15.
They're still short of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 15.
11 minutes left in the second quarter.
Gobblers looking for a big play.
twin receivers to the near side, including Jake Jansen and Walker Dietz. Twin receivers to the far side as well. Mello in the backfield. Jackson looks up, throws it over the middle. And
in and out of the hands of David.
Ford tried to get up and grab that.
Beg your pardon, in and out hands of number 14, Xavier Bonner. He leaped up there one-handed, almost snagged it. Had a little traffic to get through.
3 and out for the Cuero Gobblers. Cuero in the punt formation. Jackson Marie is not back there punting. A high snap over the punter's head. Jansen is just able to jump on it, and Columbus has the ball inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10. 1st and goal from the 9.
Hey, give the young man some credit there. You know, bad snap, well over your head, runs back there. He could have very well just picked it up, tried to fumble it, make something out of nothing, but he makes the right decision, falls on the ball. Not what we want to see.
So Columbus is set up again, 1st and goal, ball on the 8-yard line. Twin receivers set up in the stack over here on the near side. Quarterback drops back, hands it off up the middle. He's met by Strecker at about the 3-yard line, and he's going to be stopped. He'll bring up a 2nd and goal from about the 3.
10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Columbus in striking distance on their own 3-yard line.
Columbus comes out, twin receivers to the near side. Shotgun snap. Man in motion. We're going to hand it off straight up the middle again. He spins and he's in. Touchdown, Columbus. That's Doc Cantu for Columbus, a sophomore running back. Left in the first half, and the kick is up and good. With that, it brings Columbus Cardinals 14, your Cuero Gobblers 7. And unfortunately, I have to say, the most unfortunate part is we're down 2 linemen.
Seen a bad snap, a couple miscues on offense.
Whenever you have 2 powerhouse teams like that, it's who makes less mistakes. So far, according to the scoreboard, you know who made the most mistakes so far.
Rice and East Chambers are tied up at 7.
So Day Monner and Walker Dietz come back out deep. Kickoff return. Kickoff is by Jesus Mendoza.
We saw a little reverse action on the last kickoff. Let's see where we go from here. Kicks up.
Day catches it, gives it to Walker on a little reverse, waiting for a few blocks. And he's able to gain about 10 to 15 yards. Ball's going to be marked on the 25-yard line. Pick up a 1st and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers. I'd like to give a little shout out to them folks down in deep South Texas that are down watching some Lady Gobbler volleyball. I got a few texts from a few parents.
Port Isabel tournament going on.
Yep, Port Isabel, and I believe they're going into the gold bracket. I just read the quick text. Elite gold bracket. That's got to be better than gold. Quarterback takes a snap and is able to hand it off to number 7, Melo Perez. Melo gains a couple 1 or 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Number 7, Perez on the carry. 1-yard gain. Number 10, Salazar. Number 12, Wilbert.
Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Chris Mathis to the far side, and it's a handoff right up the middle.
Mathis powering through 3 or 4 Columbus Cardinals.
That's Melo Perez.
Bring up a 3rd and 5.
So a big 3rd down here. You don't want to give the ball back to Columbus and go down 2 touchdowns. Jackson drops back, is looking, throws a little low, but it looks like Chris Mathis is able to go down and get it. Good catch by Mathis. Keep
That'll be a first down.
And it will be the first down for the Cuero Gobblers.
Pass is complete to number 11. That'll be a 6-yard gain.
So 1st and 10, ball's marked on the 36-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side, twins on the far side. Marie drops back, rolls out, is looking, and unfortunately, number 14 for the Columbus Cardinal is right there. It looked like Jackson was looking for Walker and just overlooked the defensive back, and number 14 for Columbus Cardinals, Cooper Osmond, was able to intercept that ball and bring a 1st and 10.
Linebacker just kind of came in, jumped the route, came underneath it, and was able to pick up the interception. So Gobbler defense back on the field, 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the half.
1st and 10, ball marked on the 36-yard line. Receiver in motion, that is Osmond, who just had that received that interception. Quarterback's going to keep it, hand it off right up the middle, and their running back is going to be able to gain 6 or 7 yards before, well, they're going to give him a first
10.
down.
Number 10, Brian Salazar on the carry. That'll gain a 10. Picked up by number 5, Strecker, and that's a mighty Cardinal.
So 1st and down for the Cardinals. Ball now marked on the 26-yard line.
With plan A not working, you got to think plan B here's got to be we need a turnover before half here.
We need something to go our way. We look good for the first 5 minutes. Option pass by the option play by the Cardinals, and Cuero read it like an AR book and was able to stop him in the backfield.
18 and number 7 on the tackle back there.
Mello came up as well as Josiah Rodriguez.
That'll push the Cardinals back 4 yards.
7.5 minutes left in this first half.
Ball on the Gobblers' 30-yard line, 2nd down.
14 to go. Big stop here for the Cuero Gobblers would be huge before halftime. Maybe get a little momentum if we can get another touchdown. Quarterback drops back, sets up a screen.
Dietz came in there to disrupt that. It's going to go down as an incomplete, bring up a 3rd and 14. Big 3rd down here for the Gobblers.
And looks like
timeout
Columbus going to take their first time out of the half. 7:03 left in the first quarter, or first half, and the score is 14-7 Columbus. You
know, Coach Fecox was talking to the coaches show this morning. We asked him what what was one thing that you like about this team this year? And he talked about how these young men, these kids have a desire to win. You know, they don't. They want to put in the effort to win, and that's what you want out of some young men, and that's what we need to see right here on this very important third down. Got to imagine that's what Coach McCombs is sitting there talking to the defense in the huddle right now, is who wants this more.
So here we go. Both teams come out of their timeout. Got a man in motion, twin set up on both sides. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's hit by Stricker at about the line of scrimmage, but he spins out of it.
He sheds a few
able
tackles.
To get 5 yards out of it. Will bring up a fourth and about 5 or 6.
Looks like the offense is staying out on the field at the moment. It's a long fourth down.
Big play here for the Cuero Gobbler defense. Stand up. Cuero can make a stop here and go put 7 on the board. We'll be right back where we started. Twins to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Schobel in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He patiently waits for some blocks and does not get it.
Great stop by the Gobblers.
Nice stop by the Cuero defense, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Cuero defense. And the coaches on the Gobblers side are hyped up, and so are the players, and so are the fans. That was a huge defensive stop there with 6 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, great battle right there. Who wanted it more? Gobblers come out on top. You got 6 minutes left to run 80 yards down the field. Absolutely know that's a possibility here. As we mentioned before, no mistakes would be.
We could take 6 minutes. We can take 12 seconds. You know.
Yep.
Gobblers come out, trip set up to the near side. It's a fake handoff and going the other way. Number 18, Josiah Rodriguez.
He's able to get 5 or 6.
Marie took the snap, started coming to the near side, and was able to hand it off to Josiah going the opposite way. And that was a good play by Josiah, bringing up a 2nd down and 5. Set up some positive motion for the Cuero Gobbler offense. Twins to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. Denson takes the run, the snap.
Just tripped up at the ankles there.
He did dance a little bit in the hold and is able to get 2 or 3 yards. Is going to bring up a 3rd and short.
I'll bring up a 3rd and about 3. 3rd and 2, beg your pardon.
Last time I saw Denson dance like that, it was his dad, but we were out there at the barn. His dad was a good old 2 or 3 step dancer.
He learned a little bit there.
And the Gobblers go on to, looks like it's going to be a false start call on the Cuero Gobblers offensive line. And that's going to push him back 5 yards.
Against the offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty.
Just a mental mistake there. You got to know what the play call is, what the snap count is. We talked about this all last year. My favorite play on 3rd and short is go on 2.
Yeah. I think that got us, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Jackson's going to keep it, go up the middle, got a huge hole, makes the guy miss. Marie's off to the races, 50, 45, gets tripped up, but he's still on his feet. 20, 25, 10, 5, he goes for the corner, touchdown, Gobblers. We went from a 3rd and 7 to a 75-yard touchdown run by Jackson Marie. 4:28 left in the first half, and Marie takes the ball in his hands, takes the game in his hands, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Cuero.
Great run there by Jackson Marie. He had to defend off a couple defenders at the end. He fought that last 10 yards to get in the end zone.
He sure did. He headed towards the end zone about that 15-yard line and, you know, put his nose down and just kept moving those feet. And what a run by Jackson Marie, 75 yards.
Angel Hernandez back to kick the extra point.
Snaps up, down, kick goes up and good.
We got a tie ball game in Columbus.
4:28, 14-14. Cuero Gobbler goes from a huge fourth down stop inside the red zone and turns it around for a 75-yard touchdown run by Jackson Marie.
Only took about a minute and a half.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Our drive could be, it could be 4 minutes, it could be 14 seconds. You know, you just never know.
Let's go ahead and thank that touchdown sponsor, Lance Tire Services, your local tire and auto repair expert right here in Cuero. Whether you need new tires, a quick checkup, or expert auto repair, your team at Lance Tire Service delivers professional service and honest advice to keep your vehicles running smoothly. Choose Lance Tire Services, a trusted name in Cuero. And that extra point, sponsored by Countryside Electric, your go-to electric contractor for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. From homes to businesses, they deliver top-notch service and reliable solutions right here in Cuero and beyond. Learn more at Countryside-ElectricTX.com. Thank you to all our sponsors. John and I wouldn't be here without you.
Probably would, but it's all good. We sure do appreciate them. I want to throw out, I don't know, we'll read them later, but the Coach's Show is sponsored by Alpha Life. I had one of their amazing shakes this morning for breakfast, and it was so delicious as usual. Marie gets his foot into this one, and it's received on about the 6-yard line. Columbus comes to the near side. He finds the hole.
Aiden Strucker on the tackle.
Strucker's eventually there to tackle him, but not before he has a big gain and is marked on the 35-yard line. 4:21 left in the first half.
Still early in the season, but Aiden Strucker, your leading tackler right now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, kid has a nose for the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so your Columbus Cardinals are going to start from the 36-yard line. 4 minutes, 21 seconds left. Still plenty of time in this
you got
first
to
half.
think that defense has some positive vibes going with that big fourth down stop. The quarterback's going to keep it looking for a hole, and he's going to get slammed down very quickly. He's going to gain 2 or 3 yards, but a nice pursuit by the Cuero Gobbler defense. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Just shy of 4 minutes left of the first half. Again, the score is 14-14. Cuero scored on a Jackson Marie 75-yard run and a Walker Dietz 20-yard touchdown catch. Schobel hands it off to number 10, Salazar. Salazar gets hit in the backfield, but is able to gain a positive gain. Eventually tackled by number 33, Ty Paul.
That'll bring up a short 3rd and 2. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, clock running.
Schobel takes a snap, hands it off up the middle again. Salazar makes a few guys miss, eventually tackled by number 7, Melo Perez, but not after he gains the first down.
I'll bring him across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Clock still running for 2:57. 2:55.
Columbus has 2 timeouts left. Cuero has 3 timeouts left. Again, scores 14-14, 2:40 left in the first half. Schobel takes a snap, hands it off, number 10 up the middle.
Met at the line of scrimmage.
Hit very hard by those lead linemen, including Caden Johnson and Aiden Stafford.
gain of a yard.
They're going to give him a yard, but it's more like about 6 inches. He didn't have much on that one.
Giamon Trevino is also in there for that tackle.
Bring up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9 for the Cardinals. And they are going to take a timeout.
We're going to have a timeout.
Yes, that's your trivia lesson for this evening. A group of turkeys is called a raptor. So that was tackled by a raptor of Gobblers.
Do you know that, John Eric? A group of turkeys is called a raptor?
Would we drive up here in?
I think it was a raptor.
I thought so.
I think it was a Weber Motor Company raptor.
I thought so. I was just double checking.
Learn some every day.
So it's not a flock.
That's what I would have thought.
Hey, whatever. Get ask Jeeves, I guess. You think kids still use encyclopedias these days? Are those such a thing, or is it Wikipedia these days?
Google.
Google.
All right, 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 for Columbus. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Man in motion. Schobel with a shotgun snap. He's going to pitch it off to his running back to the far side. He finds a few holes, and he's off to the races. That's going to be a touchdown to Columbus. He was led by 2 or 3, but I think we have some laundry on the field. Oh, there's not a laundry on the field. He was just marked out at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. So 150 left in the game. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Schobel comes out underneath center. Cantu in the backfield, man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Cantu, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. What a play.
Nowhere for him to go on that play. Columbus stacked in the middle of the field on it.
Looked like Strecker and Stafford were both 2 seniors that just met him in the middle of the hole, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 again.
Bring up 2nd and goal.
Schobel sends a man in motion. He's going to follow the snap, and he falls straight down, which is good for the Cuero Gobblers. It's going to bring up a 4-yard loss, so to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and long and clock under a minute.
Columbus still has 2 timeouts. I'm surprised they hadn't used any. I think both teams are kind of wanting just to get to halftime without anything crazy to happen.
Yeah, you kind of think Columbus would take a timeout there, kind of regroup, but they're letting the play clock down to 35 seconds. No sense of urgency here. Big part game clock down to 35, play clock down to 7, and finally we get a timeout.
Takes a timeout.
27 seconds left in the first half. Tie ball game, 14-14. Cuero trying to put a stop on Columbus on their own, call it 10-yard line.
What an interesting game we've had so far. You can tell both teams have came out with that first game jitter. Both of them have had some weird miscues. We had a bad snap on our punt. They've had a bad, fumbled a few snaps here and there. But you expect to see both of these teams to keep playing, getting better each and every game as you move forward.
Yeah, you got to work out some of those first game bugs. I mean, this is where you want to do it. That second half of the season, we don't want to have any of these any jitters, any bugs in the system. So
I asked some of the volleyball parents what the record was down in Port Isabel. They have not lost a game since they've been down there, so the beach must be doing something good for them.
We talked to them this morning. They were it was 14-11. I know they've won a couple games since we last talked. Good start to the season for the volleyball girls.
For a young volleyball Lady Gobbler team.
Fix to start district here later in September.
So here we go. Schobel under center, man in motion. And he's going to hand off to number 10, and he is definitely not going to get it. Cuero Gobbler coaches are all over the referees because they were hurrying, and one of their players never really got set before he went into motion. No flag on the play.
It's going to bring up fourth and eight.
Yeah, 7. And they're going to let this one maybe go to halftime or call a timeout right before. They call a timeout with 2 seconds left.
Timeout, Columbus. That's the second timeout of the half.
So we got one more play left in this first half. Got a good halftime show coming up. Cuero band, Columbus band, and let's not forget our Gobbler Trotters coming out. I'm sure they're going to put on a great show for us. I wish y'all could see it.
Yeah.
Next week, right?
Next week. We're at home. Who's your captains? Who you got? We're asking.
Brendan Thomas is my captain.
Captain this year for the Trotters is Brendan Thomas. First lieutenant is Hyacinth Boone. And second lieutenant is Bailey Blanc. So congratulations to those 3 girls. We never really have a chance to mention those ladies that come each and every week to cheer on our Cuero Gobblers. But
one last play before halftime, and Cuero's going to take another timeout.
Timeout, Cuero. That's our second timeout of the half.
Hey, John, we always forget there's a lot of other things going on around the campus, not just football. Got a big cross-country meet tomorrow, 500 or so participants coming to Cuero.
I feel like he was exaggerating.
Hey, we don't need to fact check it.
Don't say it confidently.
That's right. That's right.
Say it confidently.
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, right?
Yeah.
If you notice around the golf course, they got it roped off. They're going to have a big cross-country meet. John Eric said he's waking up at 5. He's going to test out the course, 3-mile run.
I'm just going to make sure it is 3 miles. Yeah, I don't want them to short themselves, so I'm going to wake up a little early and make sure someone runs it and let them know.
Someone runs it. Man, what was the game last year we had? It was kind of like this. We had about 2 seconds left in the game, and it took us about 20 minutes to get through that.
Vernia was
the lights went out.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that situation right here.
Yep. So here we go. Schobel's in the shotgun snap, 4th down, 2 seconds to go. He's going to pitch it off to number 6. He's looking for a home, and what a stop by the Cuero Gobbler defense. And that's going to take us to
on the tackle.
14-14.
We got a ball game here in Columbus.
We have a heck of a ball game in here, Columbus. And again, halftime is 14-14. We will be back after halftime.
Spencer, Palmer, and JW here, and we pay cash for houses all over Cuero and surrounding areas. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home and the traditional route of listing with a realtor is not an option, please give us a call at 361-333-1220. That's 361-333-1220. Your fast, all-cash closing awaits. JW Buys Houses is a proud sponsor of the Cuero All Sports Booster Club.
Go, Mean Green!
Leather Creations by Renee Wilkie is right here in Cuero, Texas. 20-plus years in business, bringing high-quality custom hand-tooled leather products to you based on the customer's wants. Unique and one-of-a-kind, reasonably priced Leather Creations by Renee Wilkie is right here in Cuero, Texas. 20-plus years in business, bringing high-quality custom hand-tooled leather products to you based on the customer's wants. Unique and one-of-a-kind, reasonably priced custom belts, shoes, wallets, rifle slings, guitar straps, purses, etc. No limit. For your next custom piece, contact us here at Leather Creations by Renee Wilkie at 361-212-4635, and let's put your ideas to work.
Welcome to Cuero Regional Hospital Surgery Department, where advanced care meets personal touch. We consistently rank top box scores for patient satisfaction in Press Ganey surveys. Our skilled surgeons offer a wide range of services, ensuring you receive the quality care you deserve without traveling far. With us, you're assured of compassionate care tailored just for you. Choose Cuero Regional Hospital for your surgery needs, where you're always more than just a number.
For more than 3 decades, the Victoria Women's Clinic has provided comprehensive gynecologic and obstetrical care to Victoria and the Golden Crescent. Both our Citizens DTAR offices provide a warm, pleasant, and caring environment for our patients. Our physicians uphold the highest professional standards of medical care, which creates an atmosphere of mutual trust and confidence. Come see us at our Citizens campus or our DTAR campus. Call us at 361-578-5253.
Hey Cuero Gobbler fans, I'm John Eric Rodriguez at Weber Motor Company, the voice of your Cuero Gobblers.
Whether you're looking for a family SUV or a spacious Ford full-size truck, call me at 361-243-1017 for any questions you have about new or used vehicles. Go Mean Green!
I'm John Eric Rodriguez, proud sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler All Sports Booster Club.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
This is Clay Pullen, the voice of the Gobblers. For all your oil field or construction needs, call Energy Waste at 361-275-2220 for the best deal around.
Hey Gobbler fans, I'm Clint Dentler, the owner of Countryside Electric. We are proud sponsors of the All Sports Booster Club. From big to small, we can take care of your residential and commercial needs. Let us give you the quality you deserve. Give us a call at 361-210-8795. Go Mean Green!
Rich Carbonara here with RNC Insurance. Very much looking forward to the Gobbler season. Please come see us, check on your homeowner, auto, all your insurance needs. Been here for many, many years.
Welcome to Cuero Regional Hospital's state-of-the-art childbirth center, designed for your comfort and convenience right here at home. Our secure center features birthing suites tailored for your labor and delivery. Our certified team ensures you and your baby receive top-notch care at every step. And if extra post-delivery attention is required, our nursery keeps your baby close while you rest. At Cuero Regional Hospital, we're here to make your delivery a cherished experience for your growing family.
At Dunn Services Incorporated, we are your one-stop for all your residential and commercial civil site work. From private roads, custom entrances, lakes, stock tank relining, brush removal, complete concrete structures, pipes, culverts, and dirt work. We offer custom welding fabrication, as well as all types of aggregates including pea gravel, 1 to 2 inch rock, bull rock, pit run gravel, screen road gravel, screen gravel, and sand. Call us for all your needs in construction. We are veteran-owned business serving DeWitt County and surrounding areas for the last 48 years.
Spencer, Palmer, and JW here, and we pay cash for houses all over Cuero and surrounding areas. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home and the traditional route of listing with a realtor is not an option, please give us a call at 361-333-1220. That's 361-333-1220. Your fast, all-cash closing awaits. JW Buys Houses is a proud sponsor of the Cuero All Sports Booster Club.
Welcome to Cuero Regional Hospital's state-of-the-art childbirth center, designed for your comfort and convenience right here at home. Our secure center features birthing suites tailored for your labor and delivery. Our certified team ensures you and your baby receive top-notch care at every step. And if extra post-delivery attention is required, our nursery keeps your baby close while you rest. At Cuero Regional Hospital, we're here to make your delivery a cherished experience for your growing family.
Fans are about a minute away from kicking off the second half of this tie ball game, 14-14 here in Columbus, Texas.
First quick 2025 popcorn updated season.
How we like it?
A little salty, but really good, fresh. They made me wait a couple of minutes, but well worth the wait. You know,
you got to get it this first half of the season. We hit that second half, and it becomes like popcorn, not quite so common down there.
No, especially when you go down south. More elotes than popcorn.
Good tacos, though.
They're tacos. So Alex, it's 14-14. You know, like I was talking to one of their fans here, you can tell it's the first game. There's a lot of jitters, there's a lot of miscues on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, lots of. I shouldn't say a lot. We've had a few mistakes on both sides, by the Cardinals, by the Gobblers. A couple missed tackles on both sides of the ball. You know, talking with some of the coaches, I think that's one of the things that they'd like to clean up a little bit. You know, there's a lot of those third and shorts, second and shorts that they could have calmed down a little bit quicker on. Gobblers set to kick off the second half. If you remember, they received the first half. While the Gobblers get set up here, let's go ahead and thank our third quarter sponsor.
We do a halftime sponsor as well.
Oh, let's do that. Absolutely, we missed that. That halftime performance, which you didn't get to see but was phenomenal, was brought to you by Lesky Oil Company. Proudly family owned and operated since 1947, from bobtail and transport fuel deliveries to bulk fuel storage and convenience stores in Cuero and Yorktown. Lesky Oil has been topping off tanks for generations. Thank you, Lesky Oil Company, for fueling our Gobblers and our community. And this third quarter, sponsored by Dunn Services, proudly serving Central Texas since 1976 with trusted commercial construction solutions from start to finish. Their experienced team is ready to deliver quality when you can count on it. Call 361-275-3952 for all your construction needs. Thank you, Dunn Services, for standing strong with our Gobbler community.
And Angel Hernandez was able to kick it off, and it was going to be received on the 15-yard line, and Columbus is going to be starting 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. That's where we're going to start the second half.
Just to recap the last few seconds really of the second quarter, Columbus drove all the way down to their own 5-yard line, and Cuero pushed them back and stopped them. So
Schobel comes out passing, but the ball's a little bit behind him, and so that's going to be first incomplete. Isaac Ward out there on the coverage.
I'll bring up 2nd and 10. A couple real quick shout-outs. Back home, we have three of the great Gobbler fans: Abigail Gable, Adeline Webster, and Caroline Webster, watching proudly at home.
That's good. They'll probably have a nice clean house for you when you get home.
Absolutely.
That's
if there's not a toy in every room, I'd be surprised.
Schobel, quarterback keeper to the near side. He's eventually pushed out by Strecker, but not after a big gain. It'll be first down for the Columbus Cardinals.
Yeah, again, we go back to that play right there is what we were talking about at the beginning of halftime, or at the beginning of the third quarter. Yeah, just a couple missed tackles on there. Just not wrapping up fully, breaking an arm tackle here and there. That'll bring up Cardinal 1st and 10 from the Cuero 46-yard line.
11:45 left in the second half. Schobel shotgun snap, and it's going to be a false start on the other side, tied in.
That'll back him up 5.
So it'll be 1st and 15. So that moves the ball back to the 49-yard line, where Schobel is standing in the shotgun snap on the 44. Twins to the far side. He's looking, finds his receiver, number 1. Nice open field tackle by number 7, Melo Perez. Melo is a big contributor on both sides of the ball. And that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, bringing up a 2nd and 10.
Number 7, Perez, on the stop for the Gobblers. I'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Schobel in the shotgun snap, single receivers both sides, man in motion. He's going to hand off, coming to this near side. Nice open field tackle by number 60, Chris Zapata, as well as Stricker.
Aiden Stafford came all the way from the other side of the field. Got a ball on him right at the end.
You're going to notice that a lot of schools are going to run across, or away, I should say, from Stafford, but the guy has a lot of athletic ability to chase him down on that backside. Reminds me a lot of now Green Bay Packer Micah Parsons.
Does a good job locking down that far side.
Looking, Schobel throws up in the air. Oh!
He's got a hand on it.
Could have probably intercepted it. He's able to knock it down. He's going to bring up a 4th and 8. But nice defensive play. It looked like Schobel wasn't real sure where to go with the ball and threw it up towards Dietz' side, which is not a good side just to throw a ball up to. They're at that field position where their offense is just going to stick out there. So this is a big 4th down for the Cuero Gobbler defense. Gobbler faithful on the other side, on their feet. They know this is a big play. Schobel rolls out to the far side, looking. Throws it underneath, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs for the Cuero Gobbler defense. So they came out hot and heavy and ready to roll.
Gobbler's going to start with some great field position.
Be 1st and 10 for
44.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers on the 44-yard line. Just under 10 minutes left in this 3rd quarter.
Come on out.
So Marie brings out his offense.
Got Dietz on the far side of the field. Twins on this side.
Twins on this side, which is Day Bonner and Chris Mathis. Ty Paul is lined up at the tight end position. Now they move him out. Marie takes a snap, fakes the pass, and is going to keep it. And they literally rip Jackson Marie's helmet off. Face mask, penalty on the field. But whenever the kid just ran a 75-yard touchdown, you kind of tackle him however you can. Unfortunately,
that one's going to cost him a few yards.
That one's going to probably cost him 15 and an automatic 1st down. So the Gobblers now will have the ball spotted on the Cardinals 42-yard line. Good field position, 1st and 10. Mathis lined up to this near side. Twin receivers to the far side. Day Walker Dietz. Ty Paul lined up at the tight end position.
Got a low snap, Jackson
he's able to get it and able to get positive yards. He's going to gain 3 or 4 yards.
It looked like from the start of that play, Jackson was trying to point out where some of his offense needed to be. And in the low snap, he picked it up and was able to pick up 2.
Yeah, it's a good athletic play by Jackson Marie there. I'm going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Got trips receivers to the far side, Mathis to this near side. Melo Perez in the backfield with Marie. Marie in the shotgun. He's dropping back. Quarterback keeper up to this near side. Finds a hole. He's holding on to the ball as they're trying to rip it. And it's going to be a short of a first down, but it's going to bring a 3rd and 1.
Good 7-yard run by Marie.
Tackle by number 9, Brody Try.
It'll be a 3rd and 1 on the
34-yard line.
34-yard line.
8:32 left in the 3rd quarter. You got Mello and Paul in the backfield with Jackson. Drops back looking, does a fake shimmy. He's looking for Deeds down the sideline. Deeds goes up and almost snags it over the head of the defender, but it was just knocked out late. Deeds likes those ESPN type catches and just got knocked out late. It looks like the air might have been knocked out of him as one of their players laid on them. They run that play because you know your offense is going to stay out there at this point of the field. It's 4th and 1.
Take a shot downfield.
Yep. I like the play call there. You know there's 2 plays that you're going to play anyways. You got a great offensive line here. And Marie's shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to get the first down. And he's going to gain 3 or 4 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers on the 29-yard line.
We saw Walker Deeds take a 1 play out there for a second, catch his breath on it, but he's back in.
So you got Mello in the backfield with Jackson Marie. Twins set up to the far side. Day and Deeds. And Mathis set up to this near side. They're going to run it. Deeds. Jackson has a nice block. And
Deeds able to pick up about 4 yards. 7:25 left in the 3rd quarter. That'll bring up a 2nd
and 5.
2nd and 6. Ball's on the 26-yard line.
Jackson is looking for some blocks, and he was able to get it for his 9-11 brother.
That's going to be a false start against the Gobblers.
So we got pointing on both sides of the line. Cuero pointing at Columbus, Columbus pointing at Cuero. It only matters with this referee crew from Houston. They're going to call offsides on the defense. And that's going to be short of the first down. The 10-yard penalty, a little bit rusty. No, a 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 1.
Another penalty going for the Gobblers there. Guess they saw something I didn't see. That defense reached across and touched the offensive line a little bit.
That's why we're not wearing stripes.
That's true.
Marie in the backfield by himself. Twins to the near side, trips to the far side, and he's going to get it out to Day.
Day's caught up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
It's going to be short.
Was hit right whenever he caught the ball, so he's going to be short of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd and probably 3.
Bring up 3rd and 3. Number 14, Cooper.
Very manageable 3rd down here. Clock 16:15. I beg your pardon, 6:15. Still got a tie ball game here in Columbus, 14-14.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of leg Angel has. It could be 2-play territory here as well.
We haven't seen him kick many field goals.
Yeah, Marie gets Stafford into motion. He's going to keep it and go up the middle. He finds a hole. He gets the first down. and he's eventually tackled in the 14-yard line. First and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers inside the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him on the 14. So the Gobbler offense still marching. So far in the second half, they were able to stop Columbus on their first possession, and they are still marching.
Doing a good job taking some time off the clock.
Marie alone in the backfield, trips to the near side, drops back. He's looking for Dietz in the corner of the end zone. Dietz.
They're going to call it a touchdown.
Gobblers. That was a nice throw and catch by Jackson Marie to Walker Dietz. That's 6 for 12. Touchdown, Gobblers.
I think that's something we're going to see a lot throughout the rest of the season. You know, you just got to get the ball close to Walker Dietz. He's going to go up and fight for it. The kid's got some good hands and some very good field awareness. He knows where that out of bounds line is. He knows where to keep his feet.
That's how I used to be in flag football. Throw it up and I'll go get it. You know, I just don't throw very high.
I pictured you having that 12-inch vertical.
12 centimeter, inch, whatever. Kick is up and good. Hernandez, Angel Hernandez, that brings the score. Cuero Gobblers 21, Columbus Cardinals 14, 5:22 left in the third quarter.
Only thing I was reaching up there for was a Twinkie or a Snickers bar.
I hear that. Trying to get something off that counter.
Top shelf.
Former state champion Butch Prowsey's listening out in Belmont, out in his hunting land with his grandson Cooper. Thank you guys for listening.
I always thought that was Susan's property.
Well, everything Butch has is Susan's.
That's true.
Yeah. So Hernandez lines up to kick it deep. And he gets all of this one, and it is going towards the sideline, and it will fly out of bounds. And they marked it at the 15-yard line where it went out of bounds. And let's see where that ends up.
Going to push them up to the 29-yard line.
Looks like
I think
head football coach Matt Schobel is getting explained over here what his
the
options
option
were.
for a re-kick. Yeah.
Looks like they're
going to go for the re-kick.
Will re-kick it.
Somewhat unusual. You don't often see a kick out of bounds get re-kicked.
No. I got two.
Somebody. All right, so after the penalty, Columbus chooses to re-kick. That re-kick will also come with a 5-yard penalty, so that we'll be kicking the ball from the 35.
So as Angel reboots, he's going to do a little squib kick, and he is fair catch at the 40-yard line is where Columbus will start.
Columbus will take over at the 40-yard line. 5 minutes, 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
Scores 21-14, Cuero. Schobel, shotgun snap, twin receivers to the far side. He's going to hand it off to his near side where he's going to find a hole. And nice open field tackle by Aiden Strecker. Strecker has been all over the field tonight.
7-yard gain. Bring that up.
So to bring up a 2nd and 3. Ball now marked on the 47-yard line. He's going to fake the pitch. He's going to boot around, looking, and he's topped by a raptor of Gobblers, as they call it around here. He has nowhere to go behind the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be at least an 8-yard loss, and it's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
I think that's going to come out to a 12-yard loss when it's all said and done. Great job by both the cornerbacks and defensive line there. There was no place for Schobel to throw the ball, and that raptor just swallowed him up.
So 3rd and 15 now for the Columbus Cardinals. Schobel looking, can't find anybody. He takes off running. He is a good runner. And he strips through an open field tackle and able to get a 1st down.
There you go. 17-yard gain, and that's a mighty Cardinal.
So 1st and 10 for Columbus. Ball now on the 48-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side. Schobel in the shotgun snap. He's going to follow his running back. He gets hit in the backfield and is eventually tackled by a flock of Gobblers on the 50-yard line. He's going to have a 2-yard.
Was right back there in the backfield. He just couldn't hold on. But it was just enough to slow him down and let the rest of the team catch him.
Yep, 2-yard loss on that. It would be 2nd and 12.
Never got 2nd and 12.
So we have an update on the flock of Gobblers, not a raptor, but a raptor. Just a simple mispronunciation.
Yeah. It's hard to hear, folks. That was a run up the middle for the Columbus Cardinals, and they were able to get a 1st down. Raptor, nothing would have stopped that running back from getting that 1st down.
Clock under 2 minutes 30 seconds in the 3rd quarter.
Twin receivers to the far side, single receiver near side. Schobel takes a snap, hands it off to the running back. He finds a hole, and he's eventually tackled by a gang of Gobblers there. And
Doc can too, running back for Columbus. When he gets going, he gets going.
Yeah, Doc can too. Is a good run. He has both of their touchdowns tonight.
He's a very good downhill runner. 2nd and 3, ball on the 31-yard line.
Single receivers to the far side. Schobel dropped back and underthrew his receiver, and it would become an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Number 1 kind of got up there for Columbus a little tender on that foot. Looks like they're going to swap him out.
Going to sub him out.
Bring up a short 3rd down.
Schobel, shotgun snap in the lone backfield. He's going to keep it, go up the middle. He finds a hole, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinals.
So the minute 30 left in the ball game. Columbus is an extra point away from tying it up. So you can probably hear Columbus faithful over here getting real excited. But this game is far from over.
Minute 30 left in the 3rd quarter. The score is now 21-21. They might. It ain't a bad choice of drink, that's for sure. So back deep for the Cuero Gobblers again is Walker Dietz and number 14, Dede Bonner. And a deep kick.
Dietz going to field the kick.
7-yard line.
They're setting up the reverse.
He's going to set up a reverse to Dede. Dede makes a couple of guys miss. There is a flag on the field. And we're going to see what this flag brings.
Blocking the back on the Gobblers. Hey, you all right? So that penalty is going to push the Gobblers back a little bit. So right about where Dietz received on.
So it'd be 1st and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers. Ball's going to be marked on the 7-yard line. You can feel the energy on the Columbus side right now.
But you're going to thought as a nail biter here, this is the first game. They haven't lost a game in over the season. So.
You can go about an 8-minute drive and a touchdown, and that's kind of what you're looking for. So we started off with trips receivers on the near side. Jackson drops back, he's looking, sets up a screen. And it is incomplete. He overthrows Pierce Denson.
Looked like a screen was trying to open up their pass and incomplete.
Just those that over the head of Pierce. Brings up a 2nd and 10, balls on the 7-yard line.
Dietz on the far side of the field.
He's going to hand off
on the near side.
Pierce is able to shed a few tackles, but not before he gets stop before first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Good time for the old silent count.
Quick tempo. Marie sets up. Twin receivers to the far side, and it looks like it's going to be a false start call. The Gobblers are going to mark him back 5 yards.
Again, Gobblers go for that silent count. Catches our own selves. That'll back them up another 5 back to the original line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 10 for the Gobblers. Twin receivers to the far side, and it looks like to be twin receivers to the near side. Denson in the backfield with Marie. Blitz coming. Marie goes up the middle. He's able to get the first down and more, and he slides down at the 23-yard line. First down for the Cuero Gobblers. Marie read the blitz. It was able to get picked up, and he was off to the races for a nice 15 to 20-yard gain. First and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers.
25-yard line. First and 10 Gobblers.
We were talking about this pregame, about Jackson maybe trying to take a little more slides than stand up and take some hits. As we remember, he was out part of last year with a collarbone injury.
And that'll be the end of 3, as this game is still tied up 21 to 21. We got a ball game here in Columbus, Texas.
Go ahead and thank our 4th quarter sponsor here while we get ready to kick off. Fourth quarter sponsored by Texas Farm Bureau. Built by Texans for Texans since 1952. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance protects your moments, big and small, with prompt professional service and high standards. Call your DeWitt County Farm Bureau Insurance Office at 361-275-6177. Thank you, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, for supporting our Cuero Gobblers.
So 12 more minutes to realize who's going to have the first loss of the year and who's going to have the first win of the year. Again, the score is 21 to 21. Quarterback hands it off to number 7, Melo Perez, as he stretches it out that far side, and he's able to gain, about 3 or 4 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 to go. Alex, I'd say this drive is about as big as it gets as far as time off the clock and if you're able to score.
I'd really like to see some time taken off. I'd really like to see your defense come out and make a stop.
Marie drops back, looking's going to hold on to it and able to gain the first down, and then eventually goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cuero Gobblers. They're going to mark him at the 35-yard line. Still a first down. Got trips receivers to this near side. Jake Jansen,
Beats,
Walker
and
Beats,
Day-Day.
and single receiver to the far side. Again, Jackson's going to hold on to it himself, and he gets a pile up there, about 3 yards deep, and the clock is going to continue to run. 11 minutes left in the game.
entitled to taking time, letting that play clock run down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they should probably just let it snap it inside 10 every time. There's 13 now left on that play clock. Day-Day's in motion. Going to bring trips receivers to this near side. Marie drops back, is looking, is going to set up the screen. It's Day-Day. Day-Day is going to be tackled at the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be about a 2-yard loss. The Columbus Cardinals kind of saw that coming. Day-Day came in motion and kind of went back the other way to set up the screen. And the linemen weren't quite out there yet to get those blocks that he needed. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long, about 11 yards. And 10 minutes left in the game. Twins set up to this near side. Marie drops back, looking, rolls out towards the near side, looking. Eventually he's going to throw. Oh, nice throw and catch. Day-Day Bonner gets in the open field and Marie just floats it over. About a 20-yard throw. But what a touch pass there by Jackson Marie. And that comes with 2 or 3 years experience.
Yes, he stayed steady in that, let the play continue to develop, rolled the pocket out. Made a great throw and a great catch there by Day-Day.
Just over that backer in front of the other defender. What a great throw there. And nice concentration by Day-Day. Knew he was going to take the hit.
Yeah.
Marie, shotgun snap. Twins receivers to the far side. He's going to hand it off to number 18, Rodriguez, up the middle. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 18, Rodriguez on the carry. No gain on the play. Number 7, 2nd and 10.
Josiah Rodriguez stays in the game in the backfield with Jackson. Single receiver to the near side. Twins set up to the far side. Mathis and Day-Day.
Jackson fakes the handoff, keeps it himself.
Going to keep it, and he's rumbling and tumbling, and he's not going to get the first down, but I tell you what, he ran hard, and number 3 for the Columbus Cardinals, Brody, I'm not sure he signed up to take a hit like that from a quarterback, but Jackson Marie just let him know that he's back.
Well, Jackson wanted that couple extra yards. It paid off. 3rd down and 1.
Marie in the backfield with the number 1, Pierce Denson. Got Aiden Stafford in motion to the far side. Walker Dietz one-on-one on this below side. Jackson Marie was hitting the backfield, was able to get out of one, but not the next, and he actually took about a 7 or 8 yard loss there, and it's going to bring up a long 4th down.
They're going to mark that one about 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 12.
They're going to send out the punt team. 7:22 left in the game. Looks like number 25, Jake Jansen, is back deep to punt the ball.
7 minutes on the game clock. 3 seconds on the play clock. Back snap on the punt, but he gets it off.
And the ball's going to go out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. The ball rolled back there, go snap. Jansen did everything he could to get the ball off, and it was blocked as he barely picked it up and kicked it.
That's 2 bad snaps on the deep snap there.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Columbus Cardinals on the 48-yard line.
So Cuero defense going to take the field with 6 minutes, 52 seconds. Looking for a big stop. We know they can do it.
Schobel hands it off, and he's going to go up the far side, and he's finds a gap, and he's going to be able to gain 7 or 8 yards, bring up a second and short.
It's finally brought down by about the whole defensive squad there.
Number 5, Stricker, a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
Schobel hands it off again. Oh, up on the field. And Cuero saying they have it. Ball's on the field. They are fighting for it.
This is what we're looking for.
And Cuero comes up with the ball. Turnover by the Cuero Gobbler defense.
Aiden Strucker came out of that pile with the ball right there. We've been calling his name all night on tackles.
I tell you what,
big playmaker.
We've said all night that Mr. Doc Cantu has had a heck of a game, and he sure has, but unfortunately, he was the one to fumble that ball right there. There's a ball, the hand that came out and just hit it the right place at the right time, and luckily there's a Gobbler there to recover the ball at the right place at the right time. 6 minutes left in the game. Cuero Gobbler offense comes back out on the field, 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
Offense at 6 minutes, push the ball down the field. Plenty of
Single
time.
receiver to the near side. Marie's going to keep it, go up the middle, looking for a blocker. He's going to hold on to it with 2 hands. And he's going to get past the halfway line, and he's going to be parked actually right on the equator. And it'll be
about a 6-yard play.
2nd down and 4.
Gobblers staying in the no huddle, letting the play clock tick down. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near.
Trip
Jack
snap
Jackson
to the
on
far
this
side.
side.
He's going to get out, just underthrows Mathis a little bit. And it's going to be turned into a 3rd down. So 3rd and 4.
You got to think this is 4th down territory here with 5 minutes left in the game. Offense staying out on the field. Hasn't really worked so far, but might be a good time for the old silent count here. See if we can draw them off sides.
Twin receivers on each side of the field. Marie in the backfield with Melo Perez. Marie drops back. He's looking. Finds Dietz over the middle. Dietz knew he was going to take a shot. Held onto the ball. 1st down, Cuero Gobblers for a 20-yard play. That might be the biggest play of the night right there. 4th down and 5. Dietz was able to get by his guy, get behind the defender. Jackson Marie throws a rope 20 yards down the field, and Dietz held on to it
on the 30
and was able to point forward. Dietz a little bit shaken up, but he knew he was about to get popped and just held on to that ball. You can talk all you want about the touchdowns he catches, but that was a big catch right there. Minutes left in the game, and it looks like Cuero is going to take their first time out of the half. Alex, I can't tell you how big it would be to get 6 points on this board right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see him take a couple minutes off the clock. You know, we've seen this Columbus offense. They're quick. They can score fast. What a ball game.
What a ball game. You know, just going back to that last play, Marie to Dietz, and we probably are going to say that quite often this year.
Yeah.
But Marie knew he had to stick in the pocket just a little bit longer for Walker to get around the back defender, and he stood in there. He took a shot just as well, but Walker with some of the steadiest hands that we've seen in a long time in the Cuero Gobbler uniform, was able to make that play and take a a shot. Twins set up to the near side. Marie is going to hand it off to Mello. Mello busts off the edge. He makes a few guys miss.
Rolls out of the first 2 tackles and does a good job staying on his feet, fighting for a couple extra yards. You're going to give him 3 on that run.
I tell you what, though, hold on to the ball.
Absolutely.
2 hands, right?
Yeah, protect the ball, I think, is critical right now. Clock still running, 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Cuero now has the ball on the 22-yard line, just outside the red zone. Marie in the backfield. He drops back, looking for Dietz. Dietz jumps on, touches it, falls down. 6 for 12, touchdown Gobblers. Another jump ball towards Walker Dietz, and he just goes up and gets it. What a throw and catch. And that's the second time that we've thrown it up towards Walker Dietz, and he's gone up and got it for a touchdown.
That's like we said before, that's a kid that'll fight for the ball.
That's his 3rd touchdown catch of the year. And
kicks up and kicks good.
Angel Hernandez, Mr. Reliable there in the backfield. Yep. 3:18 left in the game. Cuero Gobblers put one on the board. Score now, Cuero 27, Columbus Cardinals 21. We talked about a huge possession there, and they were able to go down and get it. This is about as big as it gets for your defense here.
Absolutely.
A new defensive coordinator, Corey McCombs, knows that.
And the defense has had a good game so far. There's been a lot of big stops. The 4th down right before the half, the turnover just earlier in this quarter. We like to see some of the missed tackles get cleaned up, but so far defense has come out. They're scrappy, fighting physical.
3 minutes and 18 seconds is a long time for high school football. Hernandez is going to set it up on the 40-yard line.
Little pooch kick. It's going to go out of bounds around the 30. See what Columbus decides to do with that. Columbus going to elect to re-kick. So the Gobblers will go back and kick instead of from the 40, from the 35.
So now Hernandez will be set up on the 35-yard line. 3:18 left in the game. Hernandez gets behind this one. He catches it on the 26-yard line. He's going to come to this near side. He's looking for some blockers. And eventually gets ran out of the Cuero Gobbler 47-yard line. So good field position for the Columbus Cardinals with 3:09 left in the game. Schobel's going to bring his offense out, and Stafford and crew are going to have a huge defensive possession here. Schobel drops back, looking for a guy across the middle, and in and out of the hands of number 1, Braden Hicks. That was a great throw by Schobel. That probably should have been 6. I'm not sure if it got lost in lights or something for Hicks, but
that ball does not get thrown any better than that.
No, that was touchdown, and Hicks unfortunately just dropped it. He ran kind of an in and out route.
Had a few steps.
Did a little double motion, and got by Dietz. But brings up a 2nd 10. Yep. Schobel's going to keep it. He's going to find a hole. He's going to gain about 6 or 7 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. And I can tell you one thing, Columbus ain't going to pump the ball. No. Everywhere is 4 down territory.
Clock running, 2:40 left in the ball game.
Columbus with all 3 of their timeouts left. Third and 4. Schobel backfield. He's going to keep it, draw up the middle, and he is short of the first down, but it is going to be 4th and very short, probably a half of a foot. And that is going to be a timeout for the Columbus Cardinals.
2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the ball game.
Boy, it's getting exciting on both sides of the ball. You got fans on their feet.
Yeah, we've kind of talked all night about this big 3rd down or this big 4th down. This has got to be the biggest 4th down.
I say that.
Let's hope
it's good. Yeah. Stay tuned. Just after the game, we'll go over some players of the game, offense and defense and special team and the touchdown play of the game. And we all have good sponsorships for those things.
Absolutely, yeah. Start making plans, Gobbler fans. Next week, home opener.
Home opener. First responders?
First responders.
First responders. We should always give many thanks to our first responders, but next week we'll for sure give a little props to them. And here we go. Gobbler cape on the feet, stomping on the bleachers. 4th and 1. Schobel in the backfield. He's going to take it. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to be able to get it, but he only gains about 3 to 4 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals, marked at the 36-yard line. 2 minutes left in the second half, and they're going to call a timeout. 2-minute warning.
While we take a timeout here, let's just go over a couple of the players of the game. We'll start with our offensive player of the game, sponsored by RNC Insurance. RNC Insurance, your trusted partner for all personal and commercial insurance needs. From auto and homeowners insurance to agribusiness and employee benefits, RNC Insurance has you covered. Let RNC Insurance help you save. Get a quick quote at rncins.com. I got to think I know who your offensive player of the game is.
Well, I got to go with the quarterback, number 6, Jackson Marie. He got injured last year, and he came back and just had a heck of a game. He's thrown 3 or 4 touchdowns and ran for 1.
Playing with confidence. And
playing good, staying in the pocket when he's needed. But that's our offensive player of the game is Jackson Marie.
Well deserved. Columbus lining up, snapping the ball.
Schobel fakes it, looking, and he's eventually just going to throw it away. There's no receiver in the area.
Out there. I guess he was out of the pocket. No flag. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was looking for Hicks again. Hicks had 2 guys on him. number 11, Chris Mathis, and number 17.
We talked about Aiden Stafford being in the backfield all night. He was back there chasing Schobel down, forcing him to throw it.
This brings up a 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 36-yard line. 1:53 left in the game. High snap. Schobel's able to get it and hand it off. And Strecker comes flying up and just misses the tackle. And he's eventually pushed out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And we got holding on Columbus, where it's going to come back.
While we let the officials sort out the laundry on the field, let's go over our defensive player of the game, sponsored by EV Thing. Now open, head to EV Thing for your ultimate pre- and post-game experience every home game. From pre-game snacks to post-game treats, EV Thing has it all. From Luling barbecue sausage sandwiches, including gelato and the best coffee in town. Stop by 507 East Broadway in Cuero before and after every game. They're also hiring. See Mac to apply.
I probably average anywhere 12 to 24 wings from the EV Thing a week, but my defensive player is Aiden Strecker.
Absolutely.
And I'll continue on that, but we're 2nd down and 15. And what a big play by number 60.
Chris Zapata.
Zapata gets in the backfield and makes a huge play. And timeout Columbus. Mr. Zapata comes out of nowhere, meets his man off the line, and is able to meet that running back, and he held him up just long enough to let the rest of the Cuero defense get in there. Now, going back to the defense player of the game, Aiden Strecker. Kid was everywhere tonight.
Hey, well deserved.
I mean, backfield, he had a couple of blocks on the on passing attempts. Very good rounded game for Strecker.
Got to be leading tackles so far. I mean, not yet.
For at least for Cuero, maybe our district.
Yeah, 10 or 15 so far tonight. Kid's been high energy all night. I agree. Well deserved. Next up, we got our touchdown player of the game, Countryside Electric. Your trusted electrical contractor for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. From home to businesses, Countryside Electric powers Cuero with exceptional service and reliable solutions. Contact Countryside Electric or visit countryside.tx.com. All right, big 3rd down right here. 3rd and about 19.
We'll get back to that touchdown player of the game. But huge 3rd down here for the Cuero Gobbler defense. Schobel drops back, looking, can't find anybody
open. Gobblers in the backfield.
Pointing, and he throws it up, tipped Jill, and incomplete. Throws it to a couple of receivers, and it was tipped up in the air. Good defense by the secondary of the Cuero Gobblers. There is nowhere really that he could throw to, and it's going to bring up a long 4th down. 1:25 left in the game. Touchdown player of the game is one that had 3 touchdown catches. But the first one that really opened up my eye, the 20-yard post route by Walker Dietz. So Marie to Dietz on this 20-yard touchdown catch. But that's not to take away from any of the other really good touchdown catches that Dietz had. Here we go. As we said it before, big fourth down. Schobel drops back. He's going to keep it. He's moving. Eventually he's going to get pushed out of bounds.
Number 40.
On his spot. And he is short. Turnover on downs.
That'll do it for us.
Get the ball. And the Cuero faithful go crazy on the visitor side. And what a start to the year.
I've seen some exciting games, but this one.
This is a good one.
This one's in the top 10.
This is a good one. The Gobblers take the time out to kind of catch their breath and regroup, and their sidelines was going absolutely crazy.
Now, Columbus still has 1 timeout, but if my math is right here, we should be able to kneel the ball.
You're the math guy.
Sometimes I have to use a calculator. I run out of fingers and toes.
You don't have to do it right now, but. So 77 seconds left in the game. Cuero Gobbler comes out. Looks like they'll be almost in a victory formation.
And they are lined up in that victory V.
And what a big road win. And they take a knee, and that'll be second down. And it looks like Coach Matt Schobel is just going to let
clock run.
So we'll probably have to kneel it a couple more times, but what a great road victory for the Cuero Gobblers.
Let's go through one more time. Thank all of our sponsors, John Eric Rodriguez and Weber Motor Company, Lance Tire Services, Countryside Electric, RNC Insurance, Cuero Regional Hospital, Lesky Oil, Dunn Services, Texas Farm Bureau, EV Thing. I think we forgot one player of the game.
We did.
Special Teams Player of the Game, brought to you by JW Buys Houses. Can't miss those yet.
Nope.
Special Teams have been big this game. Whether your house needs repair, you just need to sell it quick. JW Buys Houses makes it simple with guaranteed all cash offers. For fast service, call 361-333-1220. Thanks to JW Buys Houses for supporting our Cuero Gobblers and celebrating our special team standouts. That's why we go through all of our sponsors.
That's it. And the special teams player of the game is no other than sophomore kicker Angel Hernandez, who went
well deserved. Yeah,
4 for 4.
4 for 4 on field goals.
Tonight on field goals. Had some good kickoffs, and just a good overall game by Angel Hernandez.
And in our
game coach.
Coaches So, always sponsored by Alpha Life Nutrition, your go-to for meal replacement shakes, energy teas, and protein coffee. Customize your drinks with collagen, BCAA, and hydration boosts. Alpha Life has everything you need to stay energized and game day ready. Thanks, Alpha Life, for fueling our Gobblers and keeping them ready.
That'll be it. That was the last snap that was needed to do it. And the final score from Columbus, Texas, Cuero Gobblers 28 and Columbus Cardinals 21. What a great road win.
What a great way to start the season.
What a great way to start the season, where last year it was complete opposite, where the Cardinals came over and took care of business at our house.
Yep.
Fans, don't forget, next Friday, we're back at home. Fill those stands, be there for those kids, and cheer on the Cuero Gobblers. Alex, thanks again.
Thank you, John.
Have a good night. Go Mean Green.